How to fix Flask Blueprint web routing issues. If you are working with Flask and using blueprints, you might run into some routing issues. Don't worry, fixing these problems is straightforward once you know what to look for. Let's break it down into manageable steps. First, it's important to understand what a Flask blueprint is. A blueprint helps you organize your application into reusable components. Each blueprint can have its own roots, templates, and static files. When defining roots in a blueprint, you use the @blueprint_true decorator. This means the roots are tied to the blueprint instead of the main Flask application. To make these roots active, you must register the blueprint with the main Flask app using app_register_blueprint. Now let's look at some common causes of routing issues. One frequent problem is forgetting to register the blueprint. If you define roots in a blueprint but skip the registration step, those roots will not be recognized. To fix this, simply call app_register_blueprint, your blueprint, in your main application file. Another issue can arise if the root definitions are not imported inside the blueprints init py file. Without importing the roots, the blueprint will not know about them. So make sure to add from import roots in your init py. You might also run into problems with URL prefixes. When you register a blueprint, you can specify a URL prefix. For example, if you use app_register_blueprint, BP URL prefix is equal to, you need to access the roots with that prefix in the URL. Root conflicts can also cause issues. If multiple blueprints or the main app define the same root path without proper prefixes, it can lead to confusion. To avoid this, use unique root paths or URL prefixes for each blueprint. If your blueprint uses its own static files or templates, ensure you specify static folder and when creating the blueprint. Incorrect folder setup can lead to routing or resource loading problems. To practically resolve routing issues, start by verifying the blueprint creation. You can create a blueprint like this. Python. From Flask import blueprint. BP is equal to blueprint. BP name, template folder is equal to templates, static folder is equal to static. Next, import the roots inside the blueprint package. In BP/init, py add. Python. From import roots. Then, register the blueprint in the Flask app. Python. From your app, BP import BP. App register blueprint, BP URL prefix is equal to. Make sure that the root decorators inside routes. Py use the blueprint instance. Python. @BP route/sumpath. Def sum view. Return hello. Also, confirm that the URL in your browser include any URL prefix you use during registration. For debugging, you can use app_URL_map to list all registered roots. This helps verify that your blueprint roots appear as expected. Check for any typos in root paths and blueprint names. Restart the Flask development server after making changes to ensure they take effect. Enabling Flask's debug mode can also provide detailed error messages that help you identify issues. If you are working on a larger application, consider structuring it with multiple blueprints. Each blueprint can handle a specific feature or section of your app. This modular approach helps keep your roots organized and reduces the chance of naming collisions. By following these steps, you can effectively identify and fix routing issues related to Flask blueprints. This will help ensure your web roots function correctly and keep your application organized and easy to maintain.